Today I am going to start with employee relations and collective bargaining. Now, main points of this chapter is first definition and concept of industrial dispute, different roles and relations, objective of industrial relations, industrial disputes, prevention machinery, concept and features of collective bargaining, objective of collective bargaining, process, and then concept of workers' participation. Now you know that industrial relation, what is industrial relations? Industrial relation is the relationship between management and employees of an industry, which is very must, without which industry cannot run. The state and legal system also have a role to play in maintenance of conflict-free industrial environment. Now, Industrial Labour Organization stated that industrial relation deals with either the relationship between the state and the employers and the worker organizations, or the relation between occupational and organizations themselves. Understood the concept? Next. Now, industrial development depends on the emergence of the trade union. This is the R. Now you see, we have various objectives in the definition. From the definition, we can derive that industrial relation is an outcome of employee-employee relationship in an organization. Industrial relation facilitates harmonious relationship in the organization by setting a framework of the management and the employees. Industrial relation is based on mutual compromise and adjustment for the benefit of both the parties involved. The state and the legal system also have a role to play in the maintenance of the सर क्लास स्टार्ट हो गया है बाद में बात करते हैं. So we see the state and the legal system also have a सर क्लास चल रहा है सर. हाँ सर क्लास चल रहा है सर. होगा सुनचा? That's very. Yes, did you all follow this? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You followed the definition? किसी का इको हो रहा है भाई?
Yes, ma'am.
Next we have this industrial development depends on emergence of the trade union. But still, who plays an important role in industrial? First, the employees, then trade union, management, and government. Employees. Yes. Okay. The parties who play the important role in the industrial relation is first employees. Employees, you all know, are the pillars of the organization. They are the chief contribution to the organizational objectives and our organization's most valuable resource. To maintain harmonious industrial relations, employees have to satisfy with the organization, its policies, procedures, and the job. So they cannot satisfy the employees. Clear? Therefore, it is important that employee friendly policies and rules are framed to provide a conducive work environment and quality policies. The next is trade union. You all must be knowing what is trade union. We have heard the name of INTUC, AITUC, that is Indian National Trade Union Congress, All India Trade Union Congress, Labor, National Labor Organization. Trade unions are constitute that employees. These are the representative body of an organization. Employees have to register themselves there, though there is only one organized trade union in an organization. There can be other registered unions that have a say in the various employee relation matters of the organization. The trade union negotiate with the manager in the interest of the employee. What is their role? They negotiate with the managers to have a conducive environment in the industry. Then, in the socialist countries, trade union plays the role of state agents. They work in coordination with the management to improve the employee productivity. So you can say they are catalysts. They help the organization. Then third is management. In management plays a critical role in the industrial relation of an organization. Management policies help in maintaining high employee morale and preventing industrial conflicts and disputes. The role of the management in industrial relation has slowly undergone a metamorphosis from an exploitative authoritative style. First is exploitative authoritative style. You can say here that we can use that thumb rule. जो बोलना है वही तुमको करना है. That is here authoritarian role plays, where workers are paid low wages in spite of working for duly long hours and were ruthlessly exploited. But now we don't have this authoritative, exploitative, authoritative style. The management was impervious to the needs and demands of the workers. This style led to the growth of revolutionary trade union. जब ये मेथड चलता था, that time revolutionary trade union erupted. ऐसा होता था कि कंपनीज बंद हो जाती थी. Next is benevolent authoritative style. We have studied these in leadership style. This is the human relation approach. ये style में management adopted a parent paternalistic type. That is, manager behave with employees as parents. Employees looked upon workers as the children who required careful guidance. Clear? Then next
Yes,
is
ma'am.
consultative management. That is, with the consultation of the trade union, management works. Then participative style. In the participative style of management, employees are considered as stakeholders in the organization. They are treated as partners and share the power with the management. This is the role of management in the industrial relation. Then the government has a limited role to play in industrial relation. It provides a basic framework within which the management, trade union, and the employees are expected to work for the common good of the others. Clear? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'll shift to next. Next is objective of industrial relation. Now, first objective is to safeguard the interest of the labor and the management by preventing one of the player and getting a strong hold over the other. What do you mean by this? Anyone? Because I had asked you to study and come. Somebody explain?
Sorry, ma'am.
First one.
Pardon?
Explain this to safeguard the interest of the labor and the management by providing one of the players from getting a strong hold over the other. That is, this is one of the objectives in industrial relation. What it is? To safeguard the interest of the labor and the management. Clear? By preventing industrial conflicts and increasing the productivity. Next, to develop and secure mutual understanding and good relationship among all the players in the industrial setup. Next, to improve the standard of living of the average workers. To increase productivity by minimizing industrial conflicts and maintaining harmonious industrial relationships. Next, to ensure the discipline in the organization and in the industry. Next, to provide basic framework for the management and the employees. Next, to improve bargaining capacity of the workers through trade union. These are the various objectives of industrial relation. Yes, clear? Next, we come to various means of providing industrial dispute. Previous slide was clear to you because I didn't get any response. I am starting with the next slide. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Response to karo.
Yes, ma'am.
First is, you can see in the slide, various means of preventing industrial dispute. Now you know the concept, objective. Next step comes how to prevent. First is workers' participation. Harshita, explain. Harshita. Yes, Harshita. Are you
Yes,
there?
ma'am. Worker participate. Yes, ma'am.
Say, explain.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, worker participation means, um ma'am, workers are being told to participate in different activities so that the disputes between them is decreased and different works are given according to them
Good.
for which they are comfortable.
Yes. Here, management allows the employees to get involved in the management decision and therefore abide by the decision. That is, workers are allowed to participate in everything. Clear? Next, employee grievance redressal machinery. Swapnishit. This is explained in the previous chapter. Come on. Are you there, Swapnishit?
Yes, ma'am.
Say,
Um, ma'am, I don't know.
anyone else? I don't know how my voice is breaking.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
Going, ma'am.
tell me. Who is telling?
ma'am, ma'am Harshita.
Yeah,
Ma'am, in this different type of grievances like incentives and salary rewards are given to the employees so that they feel motivated and they don't feel that they are different from they are not getting benefit from their industry or their from their work.
yes. Good. Designing and implementing an effective and efficient employee redressal procedure helps the management in preventing individual grievances. Now, dispute will arise with individual. So, beforehand only, the manager should have employee grievance redressal mission. Next is voluntary arbitration. As far as I remember, yesterday only arbitration was explained to you by Utkarsh sir. Now tell me what is voluntary arbitration? See, it is doubt clearing session. Anyone?
Voice was not clear, so
Audio
we
is
were
not
not
clear.
able to hear, ma'am.
Okay, I'm explaining. It is an initiative
Problem of
taken by
disputing
the two
parties.
parties involved in the dispute. Suppose दो व्यक्तियों में झगड़ा हो रहा है, clear? To invite the intervention of the third party for the settlement. Clear? Mr. X and Mr. Y is fighting. They cannot solve. Suppose with a land dispute or anything. A third party is called, that is known as arbitrator. The arbitrator is chosen by the mutual agreement of both the parties. And his decision is final. Both the parties have to abide by the decision. X company and Y company is fighting. With the concern, an arbitrator will be selected. Then whatever decision the arbitrator gives, it is final. Now it is clear? Yes?
Great, it is kind of negotiation process.
Yeah, it is a kind of negotiation process, but a person, third party is involved in it. Clear? Next comes conciliation. If the management and union fail to resolve the difference through collective bargaining or arbitration भी अगर fail हो गया, the next step is conciliation. The conciliator facilitates an argument between the two parties by offering advice and consultancy. Here, consultancy takes in. Consultancy helps. Consultancy authority can be conciliation officer of that area, public industry, or any constituted by the government who will help in clearing the dispute. Clear? Clear, all of you?
Ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, court of inquiry. Court of inquiry can be constituted
Court
by
of
the
inquiry.
government to inquire into the dispute and come out with the fact of the dispute. The court does not have any power to give its verdict on the dispute. Only they assist the conciliation process. Clear? Then tripartite bodies like the Indian labor conferences standing labor conferences, and industrial committees help the government in settling the industrial dispute. That is, the three bodies are labor conference, standing labor committee, and industrial committees. These are the tripartite bodies. Then comes adjudication. Here, industrial dispute results in strike, lockout, temporary suspension. To stop this, the last resort is adjudication. At this stage, the legal machinery of the state intervenes to settle the dispute and provides guidelines. Now, you see, first is labor codes. It comes under adjudication, adjudication. That is, it can be constituted by the state government for the settlement of industrial disputes. It deals with matter related to standing orders. Industrial tribunals deals with all matter within the jurisdiction of labor courts, and matters related to compensation, work hours, shift are dealt here. That is, national tribunal is constituted when an industrial disputes affects more than one state in the country. Clear with industrial disputes? Yes.
Parties, bodies, ma'am, explain it once again, ma'am.
Which?
Ma'am,
Pardon?
triparties bodies.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Tripartite
Tripartite
bodies.
bodies. By the word you can understand tri-party, teen party. Yes?
Yes,
Tri-party,
ma'am.
tripartite. So, the body like Indian Labour Conference, Standing Labour Committee, and Industrial Committee. These are the three parties. Help the government in settling the industrial dispute through agreements. Clear? जो एग्रीमेंट्स पहले से कंपनी बना के रखती है, वो एग्रीमेंट अगर एम्प्लॉइज फॉलो नहीं कर रहा है, these three पार्टी का हेल्प लिया जाता है to prevent industrial dispute. Clear? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
अब हम
Yes, ma'am.
कलेक्टिव बार्गेनिंग पे जाए.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? Any question
Yes,
in
ma'am.
this? देखिए आप लोग का चैप्टर का एक एपिसोड खत्म हुआ. दैट इज एम्प्लॉय रिलेशन. ये एम्प्लॉय रिलेशन में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है आप लोग को? ये जो 7-8 स्लाइड.
मैम,
हाँ बताइए.
वॉलंटरी आर्बिट्रेशन और कॉन्सिलिएशन में क्या डिफरेंस है?
अच्छा,
कॉन्सिलिएशन.
वॉलंटरी आर्बिट्रेशन में क्या है? इट स्टेट्स इट इज आर्बिट्रेटर को अपॉइंट किया जाता है विद द कंसेंट ऑफ द टू पार्टीज. क्लियर? मान लीजिए बीसीसीएल के साथ बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन का लड़ाई हो रहा है, तो लॉन्ग टर्म हायर कोर्ट में भी ये सेटल नहीं हुआ, तो एक आर्बिट्रेटर अपॉइंट होता है with the consent of both the parties and the judge. Then the arbitrator gives the consent कि हाँ, this is the, you have to settle your dispute in these agreements. This is voluntary arbitration. अगर ये voluntary arbitration में खत्म नहीं हुआ, then comes the conciliation process. If the management and union fail to resolve the differences through collective bargaining or arbitration, the next step is conciliation. Here, the conciliator facilitates an agreement between the two parties by offering advice and consultancy. कंसल्टेंसी से एडवाइस लेके कंसिलिएटर अपना एग्रीमेंट बनाता है. The conciliation authority can be the conciliation officer of that area, industry, or board of conciliation constituted by the government. यहाँ गवर्नमेंट का भी हाथ है. तो डिफरेंस यही हुआ, वॉलेंट्री आर्बिट्रेशन में दोनों पार्टी का कंसेंट से आर्बिट्रेटर चुना जाता है, बट इन कंसिलिएशन गवर्नमेंट इंटरवेंशन इज देयर एंड काउंसलर्स इंटरवेंशन इज क्लियर. जब आर्बिट्रेशन और कलेक्टिव बार्गेनिंग जो अभी हम लोग पढ़ने जा रहे हैं, इसमें डिस्प्यूट सेटल नहीं हुआ, तब कंसिलिएशन पे हो. क्लियर? यस अप्रिशिएट.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Anything else in this employee relation? Shall I shift to collective bargaining? Yes, shall I shift to collective bargaining?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we come to collective bargaining. As you hear collective, दोनों वर्ड को संधि करो. कलेक्टिव बार्गेनिंग. कलेक्टिव मतलब ऑल टुगेदर. बार्गेनिंग मतलब हम लोग जब कपड़ा खरीदते हम लोग बार्गेन नहीं करते, ये चाहिए वो चाहिए, इतने में दो. तो कुछ भी है, वी आर
मोल भाव कर.
पार्डन.
मतलब मोल भाव करना.
कलेक्टिव बार्गेनिंग bargaining was coined by Sidney Webb, who believed that collective bargaining, equivalent to individual bargaining, whose primary aim was achieving economic advantage. तो अगर अकेले कुछ बोले तो सुनवाई नहीं होता. So, collective bargaining takes place when a number of work people enter into a negotiation as a bargaining unit with an employer with the objective reaching an agreement. क्या देखे हम क्लास में कोई अकेला अगर बोले तो कुछ नहीं होता. कलेक्टिवली तुम लोग जब सब जोर देके बोलते हो, मैटर इज रिजॉल्व. सेम वे हियर collective bargaining takes place when a number of work people enter into a negotiation as a bargaining unit with an employer with the objective of reaching an agreement. So, collective bargaining takes place when it is not just a meaning of raising wages and improving conditions of employment. Not it is merely democratic government in industry. Above all things, social group class techniques for the improvement of the organization also, we use collective bargaining. Clear? Now, same way, there are
Yes, ma'am.
certain objectives in collective bargaining. There should be single union or a multiple union, a common agreement among them. Clash of interest among union leads to chaos and uncertainty, which result in loss of the employee. So there should be a single union. Management should be open to the request of the trade union and should identify the union representative. The culture of the organization should foster the right spirit for collective bargaining. The role of third party should be minimized and agreement should be based on bi-party bargaining. All the parties involved should aim at win-win situation, not win-lose situation. This is the objectives of collective bargaining. Now we come to features of collective bargaining. You can see my slide. Yes. Yes.
Ma'am.
First is
Yes,
group
ma'am.
activity. What do you mean by group activity? Collective bargaining is a group activity because the parties involved in the bargaining process represent different groups, the employees and the management. Not a single, दोनों मिलके काम होता है. Employees are represented by the union delegates and the management through the team or designated officials. If the need of tripartite agreement arises, the government becomes the third party. तो यहाँ कौन कौन होता है? Employee, management, employee group activity can be union, and the third party can be government official. Clear? Next is activity in levels. There are different levels in the process of collective bargaining. Starting with simple bi-party discussion, that is management and employee, between the management and employee. Unit plant level, it can proceed to industry national level. The intervention of the government through arbitration or adjudication is the last level process. पहले दो जन रहते, उसके बाद adjudication. Next is flexibility. In flexibility, collective bargaining aims at a mutually agreeable and favorable solution to the problems between the management and the employees. It is not that कि हम लोग stick रह जाए. Compromise, accommodate, adjust, convince, and every other different words that are characterized in collective bargaining. क्या क्या? Compromise, accommodate, adjust, convince, agree. Thus, flexibility in ideas and opinion, demands and request and decision or agreement is the chief characteristics of collective bargaining. Then win-win situation. The main goal of collective bargaining is to reach a win-win situation. Agreement of collective bargaining are based on the principle of mutual interest. All the parties involved should have a win-win attitude and the aim at reaching an agreement that is the best interest of all the parties. Collective bargaining facilitates the achievement of an agreement that is acceptable to all. Then build relationship. Collective bargaining as a continuous process help in building a culture of strong relationship between the management and the employees. Employees can be trade union. This helps in developing a conflict dispute free industrial environment. Then art and science. Collective bargaining is both an art and also a science. It is believed that a collective bargaining session is filled with oratory, dramatic, manipulation, distribute. We are acting also, and theory is also there. Next is objectives. Just I finished before only collective bargaining conditions. It is similar to that. Anyone has any problem in this? I have to rush through. I hope you have read this. Yes? Objective. First
Yes,
is to
ma'am.
provide opportunity to workers to voice their problem on issue related to the employment, to resolve all conflicts and disputes in mutually agreeable manner, to resolve issues through third-party involvement, and to enhance the productivity of preventing strikes, lockouts. Clear up till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we come to process. किसी का ऑन है भाई? First is preparation for negotiation. That is understanding the problem, and then we have to discuss about the parties. First step is to make the necessary participation to negotiate a contract. Both the parties should have a clear understanding of the problem. That is the कुछ भी करने के पहले the both the parties should know what is the problem. They should understand and interpret the existing contract completely to identify the loopholes and problems. This would help them to formulate the requirement of the respective party for incorporation in the next contract. Then negotiation. Yes, you all know what is negotiation. इसका soft skill का पहले का class में you all know what is negotiation. It is the process begins with submission of the demands of the trade union and the management. That is, after the verbal agreement, you have to negotiate. Then contract administration. The term of the contract and employee agreement reached is widely circulated among the employees. ये employees को circulate किया जाता है, उसके बाद इसका implement होता है. That is administration of the contract is the last step in the process of collective bargaining. Labor management relation in the firm determines the success of administration of contract. Administration is not as dramatic as the process of negotiation itself, and therefore does not draw equal attention. The term of contract and the agreement reached have to be widely circulated to all the employees. Clear? Yes, all of you clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now, see, it is already 12:40 and Sumit sir is going to enter in your class.
रुमना मैम
Yes, Pallavi ma'am.
यस मेरा हमारा क्लास है ना मैम
नहीं, आपका क्लास थोड़ा देर से स्टार्ट होगा क्योंकि कुछ SIP डिस्कशन होगा 5 मिनट की.
अच्छा तो मैं ज्वाइन मैं ज्वाइन नहीं रहती हूँ।
हाँ,
जैसा सुमित सर का खत्म होगा मैं क्लास स्टार्ट कर दूंगी, ठीक है?
नहीं हमको
आज भी।
हमको तो
अच्छा, हम
बस
डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाए।
हाँ हाँ
अच्छा ठीक है, मेरा आज कनेक्शन में थोड़ा इश्यू हो रहा है मैम, कनेक्ट होने में। अच्छा ठीक है, मैं फिर से कनेक्ट हो जाऊंगी। तो
अच्छा
आप मुझे व्हाट्सएप कर देना मैम, मैं फिर से कनेक्ट हो जाऊंगी, ठीक है?
now
ठीक है,
last
ठीक है,
slide
थैंक यू
here,
मैम।
whatever it is the concept of workers participation. It aims providing an opportunity to the workers to take part in the management. The degree of influence that workers are allowed to exercise. Informative participation, consultative, I'm just skipping the slide. Then workers committee and join. Any problem in these? Yes? Shall I stop and Sumit sir may enter?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.